strengthen and improve the well-being of people while prioritizing the national food security and nutrition. It is formulated to safeguard food security through the transformation of national system after the COVID-19. As we know, it affected the country food security, economy, and systems. This policy is a revelation of the current policy in adjusting to global scenarios and domestic needs. There are 6 objectives, including drive income growth and facilitate better quality of life for food producers, raise production output with quality harvest by increasing productivity, establish more agile and resilient value chains with high value-added activities, encourage greater adoption of sustainable consumption of and production, embrace greater economic, social, and spatial inclusiveness, and lastly, improve food safety and nutrition along with well-being of Malaysians. As we can see from the chart, this is the targets from the National Agrofood Policy from 2021 to 2030. From this blue chart and the purple chart is the goals of the National Agrofood Policy, such as income level of agrofood sector would increase, food waste and food nutrition quality, food waste would be decreasing, and the food nutrition quality would be increased, along with local participation of agrofood industries such as youth or even adults. NAP 2.0 focuses on competition and innovative agrofood sectors, people well-being, and a shift towards sustainable food system as an adaptation strategy. Okay. So direction to achieve strategy is first keeping the first revolution IR40 period. And AP 2.0 introduced modern technologies such as Eye of Things, that is Internet of Things, as well as digitalization, mechanization, and automation technologies into the agrofood industry from the start production and is expected to improve the efficiency and productivity in the agrofood sector. And AP 2.0 also focuses on domestic production and livestock input in tandem with the National Food Security Policy Action 2021 to 2025. Lastly, the large-scale smart paddy field smart SBB project will be continued to increase farmers' income by eliminating or reducing the rural middlemen, as well as improving paddy production in the country. This is to increase the income of smallholders farmers, as smart SBB, which was introduced earlier, had enabled the country to achieve self-sufficient level SSL target of price production to 75% as they protect the income of smallholders farmers.
Next, we will talk about issue and solution. For first issue, low production efficiency and high production cost affecting farmer income. Smallholder farmers prefer traditional farming method due to lack of financial support and knowledge transfer causing low automation in the agriculture industry. Dependence on the imported farming input and middlemen would cause in decreasing smallholder farmers' income. For first solution, the government could support smallholder farmers by giving them basic knowledge of financial management and farm management. Second, open opportunity for them to further their knowledge in farming in lesson.
The second issue is limited high value added produce and products. Within the midstream, there is a mismatch between supply and demand, and downstream players' impact on upstream players are inaccurately translated. Additionally, there is only one small amount of interest in funding development of high value-added produce and goods in the agro-food industry, probably as a result of investors' perceptions of low profitability and high risk. And for the solution for this issue is the farmers or middlemen could be more transparent when it comes to the supply and demand of the production. So this is to allow investors and consumers to be more aware of the current status of the production profit expectancy calculation could be made from the transparent view.
Next issue is low involvement of youth in the agri-food industry. Youth have very stubborn mindset of being in the agri-food industry required intensive labor and low return if compared to white-collar job. This perception is the cause lesser youth involved in the agri-food industry. Young entrepreneurs also face challenges such as land availability, loan competition without collateral, and labor cost competition whether from foreign worker or domestic one that cause the income to drive down. For the solution, farming should be introduced to the youth since they were still in primary school.
The fourth issue is limited financial assistance for farmers. Due to the high-risk nature of the agriculture and food sectors, financial institutions are reluctant to offer financing to the industry players. Additionally, there are not enough risk management strategies such as insurance plans to shield individual, small business and agriculture producers from financial ruin brought on by unforeseen losses. So, the solution for this issue is the government can open more opportunities freely and easier access to smallholder farmers so that they could get a chance to add more to their finances and not be dependent to the other party. The government could also raise the floor price in the market to protect producers' income, hence reducing the needs to give free financial support.
For fishery industry review, the fisheries factor has been highlighted by the Cabinet Committee in the National Food Security Policy and National Agrofood Policy 2.0, which is being drafted by the government. Therefore, the planning of the Department of Fisheries Malaysia, DFO, needs to be in the line with existing policies in future direction. DOF planning to take into account the following elements. First, the current status of the country's fisheries industry. 2. Key achievement during the 11 Malaysian pension plan period and yearly to be improved or added value. 3. Issue and challenges that may constrain or hinder the progress in the fisheries industry. 4. International obligation related to fisheries and biodiversity that need to be addressed by DOF. 5. And the last one is instrument that can be used in planning as well as the national and world economic scenario after the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, the fisheries subsector produced 1.75 million MT of edible fish, 252.5 million pieces of ornamental fish, and 24.4 million bunches of aquatic plants worth RM14.88 billion. Edible fish production decreased by 2.1%, a decrease from 1.79 million MT in 2020 to 1.75 million MT in 2021. The production value of fisheries industry decreased by 7.5% and increased from RM13.84 billion in 2020 to RM14.88 billion in 2021. Table 1 shows the livestock population in Malaysia based on the 2019 and 2020 livestock statistic by Department of Veterinary Services, DVS. The value for the year 2020 is an estimated value according to the city statistic. The largest population of livestock in Malaysia belongs to the non-ruminant, where most of the livestock arise in large-scale farms. The trend over the 5 years shows the chicken makes up the largest livestock population, followed by ducks, swine, cattle, goat, sheep, and buffalo. The total population of livestock in Malaysia based on the statistic for the year 2020 is illustrated by the tree map as in Figure 1. From the tree map, chicken represent the largest population of 95.94%, followed by the duck, swine, cattle, goat, sheep, and the buffalo. For livestock industry analysis, the key market indicators, Malaysia's livestock in production is on the rise, projected to reach around 4.1 million by 2026. And in 2021, Malaysia has ranked 42 in livestock imports, with Ukraine coming in first with $67.5 million, Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands ranked 2, 3, and 4 respectively.